Oh my goodness. And there it is. Wow, get the 10 pin to go.
Hello again, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Match Play. We are ready for the bracket here at the 2021 USBC Queens from the National Bowling Stadium in Reno, Nevada. My name is Aaron Smith. I'll be joined by Jason Thomas and Inside Bowling's Mike Flanagan in just a little bit here as we prepare to get underway. To kick things off today, we're going to have the left side of the winner's bracket on the lanes. 3-game total pinfall matches to determine who moves on to the next round and who unfortunately will have a long road through the elimination bracket. This is a double elimination format, so you have to be defeated twice to see your run here at the 2021 Queens come to an end. These competitors, the top 64, have shown that they've been able to figure out this 42-foot condition over the course of 15 qualifying games to get where we're at right now. But the whole dynamic, the whole playbook is thrown out the window here today, folks. Head-to-head matches, pinfall drop. So, our top seed, Danielle McCune, nearly 400 over, taking on Brianna Clemmer, who got the final spot at +1. So nearly 400 pins difference in qualifying. But right now they are going head-to-head, starting fresh, 0-0. So 3 games will determine who's going to move on in the winner's bracket. We're going to have a couple rounds throughout the course of the day. By the time it's all said and done, we'll be down to the top 32 players overall, 16 in the winner's bracket, 16 in the elimination bracket, and then come back tomorrow on Monday to get down to the top 5 for our Bowl TV stepladder final on Tuesday. With practice wrapping up, let's head to the lanes. We're going to go, we mentioned McCune and Clemmer, a great matchup of Team USA teammates. We're going to go watch that match to kick things off, but we do have 8 channels available to watch across the National Bowling Stadium. Some great matchups available. Our defending champion, Dasha Kovalova on the lanes, Daria Payuk taking on Tanya Ramanpour, another great matchup. Liz Kulkin, who's been near the top of the standings all week, taking on Nicole Kutkin. So you can check out those matches and follow along on live scoring as well. So we're going to go ahead, get to the lanes, get ready. Let's watch some bowling here, folks.
All right, ladies, your arrows are coming up. You're getting up both set of pins. You can now begin your match playground with the 2021 USBC Queens.
We're using the same 42-foot condition we've been using throughout the course of the entire week. We're back for more excitement here. So good morning to everybody. I see you in there, Dell. I see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. But we're going to kick things off here. Danielle McCune, Brianna Clemmer. The other matchups available here on Bowl TV. Taking a look at the bracket here for this opening round. So we mentioned we have Liz Kulkin, the number 4 qualifier, taking on Nicole Kutkin. That's on 45 and 46. Aaron McCarthy taking on Emily Eckhoff on 49 and 50. Shannon Pluhowski against Alicia Current on 53 and 54. Elise Bolton against Sharon Powers on 57 and 58. 2-time champion Kelly Kulick taking on Azeret Zetter on 61 and 62. Rihanna Cote in 2011 champion Missy Parkin on 65 and 66. Our defending champion Dasha Kovalova on 69 and 70, taking on Carrie Smith. So those are the matches available to view here on Bowl TV. We'll we'll get those scoreboards up there in just a second as well. All right, folks, as we settle into these 3-game total pinfall matches, once again, a big thank you to everyone joining us here on BowlTV.com. We do have this streaming out to Facebook and YouTube as well here for the very first game of competition before we send the entire feed to BowlTV.com. So for the folks watching on social media and YouTube, we thank you for swinging on by and hope you head over to BowlTV.com after the conclusion of this game to subscribe to watch the rest of the action for the remaining portion of the event, including the step ladder finals on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on BowlTV.com. A few different subscription points to pick it up if you just want to watch live for the rest of the week. $12.95 to do so. If you want to pick up a monthly recurring subscription, you get access to the entire site, including live events, archived events, and on-demand content. $9.95. Or if you're looking long game, $79.95 for an annual subscription. Support the PWBA Tour. Pick that up as well. Monthly and annual. Once again, unlike all the access to the site. So those are your price points. Transaction fees do apply. But right now, we got a great matchup here, and we're going to bring in Jason Thomas to the broadcast. JT, how are you doing this morning?
Doing great, Aaron. Exciting start to our part 2 of the Queens tournament. I mean, this match right here, wow. This is, I mean, you lead the tournament and you get to bowl Brianna Clemmer. Wow, that's there aren't any easy matches. You got to beat who they put in front of you. But this is a good one right here, right out of the gate.
Tale of 2 tournaments, if you will, for both of these competitors. Danielle has essentially been in the top 5 the entire week. The lowest she's been in the standings is 4th place, and moved into the lead yesterday to earn the #1 overall seed for the bracket. For Brianna, she was looking pretty good throughout the course of competition, and stumbled a little bit toward the end of round 3 and found herself out of the number heading into the final game. And she needed to step up in the 10th frame of the final game, I believe, all the way down on 73 and 74, 75 and 76, about as far away as possible from us. Went up there, threw 3 strikes in the 10th to get the final spot by a pin at +1. So for Bree making those big shots in the 10th frame and then turning it into essentially now she's coming in with a fresh start, even though Danielle had her by more than, or nearly 400 pin difference. They're starting off 0-0, and whoever can find a way to win this match moves on and stays in the winner's bracket.
Yeah, again, there aren't any easy draws, but I mean, to bowl somebody like Brianna Clemmer, who's obviously got the skill to throw 3 in the 10th when she needs to make a cut, and then obviously the firepower that she has. We've seen her so many times at team trials just dominate the field. So just one little key for her that she can figure out, and she could be shooting 750 all day long. So tough match. I mean, Danielle, she was all business in her interview yesterday with us. There was no it was just complete I'm marching forward, and that's typically been Danielle throughout her career. I like to call her the tank. She's just going to keep marching over you and not, point A to point B, not waste a lot of time feeling sorry for herself. And she's had to deal with a lot, this season with, the injury that she had with her foot, the quick exit at the kickoff classic, which a lot of folks were talking about, but now after her great performance last week making the show, she's made 2 shows this year already. She's 11th in points, which most people would be very happy with, but the standard that Danielle set for herself and what we've come to expect out of her, it's been an interesting season, and so she really, I think, wants to win this title. This would be basically the triple crown for her. She's won the U.S. Women's Open and also the Tour Championship in her career so far. And this would certainly add to her resume. So first step is getting by Brianna Clemmer.
Taking a quick look around the house, Brianna Cote and Missy Parkin, each 6 for 6 over in the 60s over there. That's 65, 66.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the queens. They're bowling each other, and obviously, if they were bowling anybody else in the field, they'd be up in that match already, and maybe have a 300 to 300 start here.
Well, wouldn't that be fun?
That would be.
That's a race to 2 games.
I don't think that's ever happened in the queens.
I don't think it has either. I believe it's happened a couple of times on the PWBA Tour in match play situations where you're kind of doing the round robin. I believe Kim Kearney and Michelle Feldman
Yes,
had a match like that back in the 2000s. But yeah, they're 7 for 7.
I know it's happened a couple times on the PBA Tour.
And those are the only pairs with full strings of strikes available. So how about that?
Well, maybe we should switch over there.
I think so.
Let's do it. Got to see history. Aaron Smith gonna make it happen. Gonna jump over to that pair where Missy Parkin now has the front 8 and Brianna Cote has the front 7. Not that we're not watching a great match here in front of us right now. Danielle McEwen chance to go up early here with another double after the open frame by Brianna Clemmer. And here we go. There it is. Missy Park in front 8. Brianna Cote front 7, trying to match Missy. Wouldn't you know it, Aaron Smith?
This seems appropriate for us. we can't even blame Mike. Mike's not even here.
Well, nice run
in the back room.
Nice run there for Brianna Cote. But Missy Parkin's still a possible 300 game here. Haven't had one yet this week. We've been close a few times. Daria Payok has the high game of the week with the 299 with a brutal solid 8-pin on her last shot. Gigi Mason had 297.
All right, we got a spare in that match. That's what. Okay, that's the first match not to have a spare. So we're on the board for spares on 65 and 66. And that's something we'll mention, and I'm sure a few of the players will mention it as they come in and join us on the Bowl TV. Bowl TV studio here is that, that's the crazy part about this portion of the event is that, we could potentially be looking at 279, 300 here. But Brianna having a fantastic game and being down by 20. And then there's going to be another match where someone is going to shoot 180 and be up by 30 pins.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, you just got to put it out of your mind. You've got to bowl, the one opponent in front of you, and the way that you break down the lanes is going to determine the scoring pace on your pair. And obviously, these two have done a nice job of breaking the lanes down for each other.
Looks like it froze up there for a quick second, so we'll switch to a camera of the same pair. Brianna got the one in the 9th. Missy going for number 9. Oh. Big 4.
Well, one thing we've noticed all week long is that with the type of conditioner we've been using, which is the fire conditioner from Kegel, the lanes have transitioned very quickly. And I'm not sure if that was a bad shot. We haven't seen a shot from Missy yet because of we just moved over to this pair, so couldn't tell if that shot missed in a little bit or it just hooked on her because of transition.
But scores now 262 and 279.
Yeah, we were 1 for 1 on black clouding, 2 for 2.
Each 2 on one pair.
Yeah, each player for shot on Bowl TV was a miss. But let's see if Missy can finish off with a couple of strikes here in the 10th for a game in the 260s.
Comes in light there. Missy's someone we really haven't talked about a lot this week. She is a past Queens champion, 2011 in Syracuse. Was kind of a little under the radar this week. Didn't do anything too crazy throughout qualifying. Just did what she had to do to make the bracket. Saving some firepower here for match play. Front 8 to start. This Culkin is going to be up 193 to 180 against Nicole Klutkin. Shannon O'Keefe putting together a game. She can shoot 279. Her matchup against Maria Bolanova.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive comeback for Shannon yesterday after kind of a rough round 2. And nice to get to catch up with her after the round yesterday and just kind of get her perspective on the whole thing.
Alicia Current up 244 to 195 against Shannon Puhowski, another past Queens champion. We have 10 past champions in the match play bracket. All right, 252 out of the gates for Missy Parkin, but any type of mark here, Brianna Cote will hold the advantage heading into game 2. Once again, these are 3-game total pinfall matches, so not best of 3, not best of 5. 3-game total pinfall in order to either stay in the winner's bracket or make the long journey.
Yeah, you don't want to lose this first match. It's not an easy road once you're in the loser's bracket this early. We've seen it happen. We saw Jason Sterner do it at the Masters a few weeks back, make the show.
JT, you realize we went to this pair and they had 15 consecutive strikes. And with that little freeze that we had, we're going to end up seeing maybe 1 strike for all these shots.
Yeah, we're getting our share of criticism in the chat. But I think they would have been more upset if both players had shot 300 and we didn't bump over there.
That's true.
But if you are a Bull TV subscriber, you have the luxury of not having to listen to us and being able to watch whatever match you want to watch. Got 8 channels up currently, 8 different matches out of the 16 that are going on currently.
Bree with the open. It's actually going to be down now. 5 pins, 252, 247. Missy Parkin with the early lead in that matchup on 65 and 66. And folks, as we've done throughout the course of the week, this is the time when we thank the folks who've been watching on Facebook and YouTube for checking out this sneak peek here. But as we get into game 2, we're going to go ahead and shut off the Facebook and YouTube feeds. You're going to have to go to bowltv.com to continue to watch match play moving forward into not only today, but tomorrow as well. And then the stepladder finals on Tuesday. So bowltv.com, a few different price points to look at over there. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break as they get underway. So game 2 coming up next. Be sure to head on over to bowltv.com, subscribe today.
Also, Aaron, let's not forget to mention the giveaways as well. We've got bowling balls to give away during the stepladder finals, so you're definitely going to want to get your subscription for a chance at that, and giveaways today and tomorrow as well.
That's right. Got the chat open. We've got great community. Check it out at bowltv.com. Subscribe today. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for game 2 in just a moment.